back. The time is now 6:44. Let's get a check on weather with the one and only meteorologist Hunter Donahoe.
Thanks for that introduction.
You're welcome. So you have good news for us, for the people who like the spring weather.
Oh, yeah.
You know, not everybody. I know it's kind of some bad news for snow lovers right now and winter sports lovers. So
exactly. Hopefully they were able to get their time in over the past, say, month or so. I mean, we've been kind of cold. We've been allowed to create some snow, man-made snow.
Right.
We had a little bit of natural snow too, but all that's going to be melting away, especially next week and even this weekend too. So if you haven't been able to capitalize on any of the remaining man-made snow at some of our ski hills or things like that out towards the Driftless, do it now. Do it this weekend, because next week it's all going to be gone, more than likely. You look out there right now in Mason City, a beautiful start to the day, looking south through town. Nice sunrise coming in on the left side of your screen. No clouds in sight, and that's going to be the case throughout the whole rest of our day. Temperatures are in the teens to low to mid-20s throughout southeast Minnesota and north Iowa, with those winds out of the northwest around 5 to 15 miles per hour. It is giving us a wind chill in the low to mid and upper teens, so you might need an extra layer as you step out the door. You will also need to add several minutes to your morning routine for two things. One being frost that has accumulated on your windshield this morning, so add a minute or two extra to scrape all that away, warm your car, your truck up to start to melt that. But in addition to it, with our temperatures in those teens to 20s, we had a refreeze overnight. So any melting that occurred yesterday, all that liquid water, now back to ice, and we are seeing some slick spots out there, so make sure you're taking it easy, especially in those neighborhood and side roads. But a lot of this will start melting pretty fast this morning with sunshine overhead, with this high pressure system centered to our south and west. As this high continues to move eastward, all these clouds out to the west are going to start to build in, and that's when we're going to eye up that next weather maker coming in for tomorrow morning. But first today, a lot of sunshine, climbing to those low to mid 40s for everybody. A very, very nice, warm, unseasonably warm day, I might add. But we just keep on going up from there. Even with clouds that will build back in tonight and linger tomorrow, looks like it'll be a warmer day too. Now here comes that system. Here's 8 a.m. in the morning for Thursday. This system is a bit more south and a bit weaker over the past few model guidance runs that we have collected and ingested that data for. Look at these temperatures. They are above freezing, so I do think any precipitation that falls, which will be mainly south of Iowa 9, is going to be a nice mix of some rain and snow. I'm not looking at any travel impacts, no accumulations on roads, maybe a little dusting, just a little bit, on those grassy surfaces that we'll be tracking closely. But this only lasts for the morning. It pushes out by the afternoon, and then the sun comes out and our temperatures rise. So if anything does accumulate, it's going to melt very, very fast. The high pressure system that we have eyed up for about a week now, honestly, is still there, and it's going to stay there, keeping that ridge dominating through the whole country pretty much. But then we look towards next week where we have this omega block pattern setting up. Again, if you remember from last year, we were talking about two low pressures on one coast and one on the other, high pressure in the middle. That keeps us very warm, and that looks to be the case even all the way through February 20th, according to the Climate Prediction Center, where we are going to be trending well above average for our highs. And here they are. Today and tomorrow in the 40s, that's the last of it. We're back to the 50s every single day for the rest of the 7-day forecast. So yes, it's nice. It's very warm. Enjoy it. But there's impacts coming out of this, Megan. Ice dam flooding, maybe on our rivers and our lakes too. They're just going to lose a lot of that ice thickness.
Right.
So ice fishing might become a little bit more tricky heading into next week.
Right. And then, you know, if it doesn't get colder, you know, do I dare say the season could be done?
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, good. So there is still hope.
Yes,
All right,
I am looking at some trends. There's some signals that we could cool off again, maybe very late February into March.
Okay, good.
So something to keep an eye on.
All right, good. So we could still go out there and go ice fishing. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe, possibly. We'll be hopeful.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Hunter.
You're welcome.